two Starlink prototypes prior to their launch in 2018, showing internal components. Image credits. SpaceX astronautic launch services provider and equipment manufacturer Space Exploration Technologies Corp. SpaceX is moving full speed ahead with its plans to launch satellite-based broadband internet service dubbed Starlink. SpaceX's subsidiary Space Exploration Holdings LLC was granted approval by the Federal Communications Commission (FCC) yesterday to test Starlink ground stations in 6 American states, with the company expecting the network to go commercial at the end of this. At the same time, the FCC's approval came through. SpaceX also increased the number of Earth stations, or user terminals, that it intends for customers to use for connecting to Starlink. The company's earlier application with the FCC, which was approved in March this year, asked the body to approve the deployment of 1 million such terminals. Now, in a modification to the original filing yesterday, SpaceX has asked the Commission to increase this number to 5 million. SpaceX reveals roughly 700,000 users have signed up to use Starlink. The filing intends to only increase the number of user terminals that SpaceX wants the FCC to authorize, and as per the details, no other changes to their technical specifications have been made by the company. Early versions of Starlink will require both user terminals and ground-based Earth stations constructed by SpaceX throughout the United States to funnel internet traffic from consumers to website hosting data centers. This operational framework stems from the fact that the current capabilities of the Starlink satellites do not allow them to funnel data between themselves, and in the future, SpaceX intends to provide them with the capability by allowing the communication to take place through lasers. In its first application requesting authorization for the 1 million terminals, SpaceX argued before the FCC that the license grant will serve in the public interest as it will allow the company to bring internet connectivity to unserved areas in rural America. The primary reason that SpaceX has requested the FCC to increase the number of authorized terminals is based on what the company perceives as the demand for Starlink. As per the filing, SpaceX has revealed that roughly 700,000 users all over the U.S. have signed up for the internet service, with the implied conclusion being that this number of users can exceed the terminals that the Commission has currently authorized the company to operate should registrations rise. Bottom of the SpaceX Starlink Wi-Fi router. The image comes from the label locations diagram for the FCC filing. The FCC approved the router on the 14th of June 2020. Image source: FCC. These user terminals are manufactured by SpaceX, are roughly half a meter in size, have a signal strength of 33.2 dBi at 11.83 GHz and 34.6 dBi at 14.